You're a liar. You're a fake. You're a big fat phony.
That's right. You're a big fat phony.
You don't deserve this. You only made it here out of sheer luck. You don't even know what you're doing or talking about. They're all gonna figure you out, and when they do, it's over. These are the thoughts that swirl through our minds as we continue to keep climbing the mountain of success. We dread the day this avalanche of emotion finally comes crashing down, and we struggle to come up with a plan for how we'll survive the impact. It feels like we're on borrowed time, like the clock is ticking. Like any moment now, the mask will slip, and everyone will see us as we see ourselves. An oversized child pretending to be an adult. A big fat phony.
You're a big fat phony.
However, what if I told you that you're not alone in having this anxiety? What if it's actually a strong indicator letting you know you're doing things right? What if, instead of focusing on you, people are just more concerned about keeping their own faults hidden? That those among us are playing the ultimate game of pretend and want to avoid being outed as the imposter. Whether we like it or not, we all put up a front, act out a role, and present a certain status to the world. It can range from anything like being the authority figure at work, the go-to guy for tech knowledge, or the person people rely on to have everything together. The trick is arriving at a point where our skills align with our self-confidence and self-image. We may have the position or title, but there's this nagging voice in our head that tells us we're unworthy or there's been a mistake. In this video, I'd like to go over the idea of imposter syndrome, mostly as it relates to work and a career, and attempt to find a way out of this hole that we feel trapped in. Number 1. Study up and learn on the job. To start, stepping into this unknown role will always feel daunting. We're navigating an area with new responsibilities, new risks, and a change of pace to our previous environment. We're having to match the intensity of what's going on around us, but we have yet to acquire the wisdom to flourish in it. As a natural response, we default to the set of skills and knowledge that got us here in the first place. We call upon those countless hours of studying and burying ourselves into books, those eye-opening conversations from our peers and mentors, and the painful missteps from our past to let us know what not to do. All of this culminates into the level of expertise you find yourself at today. Although, we're now at a point where we have to push past this barrier, to break past the level cap. In a similar way, this is like matching your character's level to the enemies of the area in a video game. At one point, you're shitting on mobs, and it's a cakewalk. In the next area, the level cap is higher now, and you're skating by the skin of your teeth with each battle. Because of this, new interactions feel risky, and one failure could result in you getting one-tapped. You're on your way to New Vegas, but Deathclaws and Cazadors stand in your way. Even though this can seem overwhelming, the important thing to keep in mind is that you always have the luxury of improving your foundational skills. The basics can always be refined and fortified, which can lend itself as a defensive shield in these battles. Moreover, I'm of the opinion that the greatest growth and learning doesn't just come from grinding out these areas. It comes from on-the-job experience. The moments of falling flat on your face, of stumbling with your words, and feeling like you're outmatched by everyone are going to teach you a lot more than 10 books ever could. Those moments of pain let us know, yeah, that was miserable. I don't want that to ever happen to me again. From then on, we have two decisions to make. Do I want to continue to be the person who's incompetent, uninformed, and not on my A game? Or do I want to be sharp, precise, and worthy of holding my position? Number 2, people value effectiveness, likability, and consistency, not a life story. Okay, we're going into the depths of autism right now, so stay with me. When we find our footing in a new role, think of these 3 ideas as points on a triangle. The goal is to try to grow all 3 of them. The fear and anxiety that comes with imposter syndrome doesn't just spawn out of nowhere. It's built upon a solid rationale and understanding that we see these stats are mismatched. By maximizing them, we balance out our skills and improve our self-perception. Let these traits be a very basic representation of where your current level is at and use them as a building block. If one side of the triangle is weak, the other two have to kick into overdrive and do the heavy lifting. For example, you can get away with being effective and consistent for some time, but if you lack likability, expect people to remain cold, distant, uninterested, and guarded. You may be doing the job well, but you're not easy to work with. The work gets done, but people would much rather collaborate with the person who doesn't make them uncomfortable or on edge. As a follow-up, for the majority of the time, people don't care about the unnecessary fluff behind your decision-making. They don't care about the backstory that led up to this moment. They really don't care about the struggle. They care about results. What matters is, did you fix their problem? Are you trustworthy and approachable? And is your work consistently good? Asking for credentials like a diploma or certificate definitely helps ease some suspicions people have, but the biggest markers people look out for is your track record and word of mouth. How did you perform in the past, and what was the experience like working with you? Think about it like this. I can go into a dentist's office for a cleaning, see plaques on the wall that show they did all the schooling and hard work, the building and equipment checks out, blah blah blah. But then if they're disorganized, I'm having to wait forever, they're doing a botched job on the cleaning and causing more issues than resolving them, then I'm going to say that's an awful dentist office. I would never go back. I'm not interested in the countless hours you spent studying to make it through dental school, or the journey it took you to acquire your dental office. I'm interested in how your services can make me leave here in a better place. Even though this seems self-centered, this is how we all operate. The impact of your work will be judged first and foremost. Everything else after that is secondary. Number 3. Sell the role, watch the crowd, and stay humble. As we garner a reputation and build up our status, we begin to tie our ego to this new person. We are the financier. We are the YouTuber. We are the tech guru. We are the manager. There's no shame in admitting to and being proud of this. We've committed the time towards acting out the role, allowed people to experience this new version of us, so now we're just waiting for the confidence to catch up. No one is going to see the internal battle you have with yourself, or hear those thoughts of self-doubt. All they'll see is what you offered, how you respond to the challenges, how you resolve them, and if your actions prove that you are competent at what you do. So as time presses on, take a moment to pay attention to the reaction from the crowd. When you make a play and sell the role, what type of feedback are you getting? Are you given praise or a side eye? Do you provide clarity or confusion? Did you make things easier or more difficult? Did you help or hinder progress? Are you becoming the go-to guy or the one to avoid? Also, keep in mind that our main focus isn't just on people-pleasing. It's striking a balance between reinforcing our own pride and grounding ourselves with humility. The pride will say, I've earned this. The humility will say, I'm not done yet. That balance is what keeps you respected without becoming replaceable. You can go out believing you're the boss, but the people will let you know otherwise real quick. Building upon the two sets you up to be well-rounded, powerful, and flexible towards change once it becomes necessary. Number 4. Listen to the proof, not the noise. If you've given it some time and that disconnect is still there, then let me ask you something. Where did your choices lead you? Do you still have the job? Do people still come to you for input? Did your decisions move things forward? Are you still trusted to show up tomorrow? Because if the answer is yes, then the truth is staring at you right in the face. Your fear isn't matching your reality. You don't stay employed by accident. You don't keep your responsibilities by sheer luck and chance. And people wouldn't ask you for your opinion if it had no value to it. Sometimes we've become so accustomed to living inside our own heads that we end up missing what's happening around us. We're anticipating a celebration. We're waiting for the champagne popping moment where everyone gets up and starts applauding us. We're waiting to be told, "You made it, dude." In reality, actual progress and growth works in silence. It looks dull and boring. It looks like just any other day. But what you don't see is that it's another day accomplished and added to the list. That's another day to show us that we're still here, that we're still in the fight, that we're still pushing forward and continuing to get after it. Understand where you are and ignore the chatter. And lastly, number 5. Imposter syndrome never leaves, it evolves. As you keep moving forward, whether in your career, your creativity, or just life itself, the challenges will rise with you. The larger the growth, the larger the shadow will be cast. The more capable you become means the more responsibilities for you to carry. And with that, the more your mind looks for reasons to question and deconstruct everything about you. Imposter syndrome doesn't just disappear overnight. It's a signal that you're stepping into new territory you've never stood in before. It's not something you outgrow or defeat, it's something you learn to understand. Every time that doubt shows up, it's not asking you to turn back. It's reminding you that you're playing a bigger game than you were yesterday. It's never proof that you don't belong, it's proof that you're becoming someone you've never been before. Thanks for stopping by, guys. If this video was able to put words to something you've been feeling, hit the like button and leave a comment. Love to hear your take on it. Hope this helps and that you have a good one.
Bye.